Hello, dear friends. The rise of Donald Trump is causing all kinds of financial reactions. Opinion piece: Homo Universalis, Universal Ascension, Cosmic Human Being, The Day of Relation, Fight in the INAF, Lessons from an Economic Collapse. Let's start. Our ascension is a new creation, and our line evolves towards a new species of called Homo Universalis. We are creating a new species of human being, conscious, heart-led, brilliant, creative, and determined. And you are doing it not by living, but by staying. All dimensions above us are ascending. We are creating a new humankind according to Steve Biko. The term Homo Universalis is derived from Latin and translates as universal human being. In the philosophical tradition, it is associated with the idea of an individual who possesses a wide variety of skills and knowledge. Today, it is also used to describe people who have a wide range of interests and abilities, such as multipotentialities. The term Homo Universalis refers to a human being who possesses a wide variety of skills and knowledge in different fields, making him or her versatile and capable of addressing complex problems from multiple perspectives. This concept relates to the idea of an individual who is not necessarily the best in a specific area, but who has a general vision and an ability to connect different disciplines and areas of knowledge. Revelations. According to Saint Germain, we are rapidly approaching the day of revelations, day X, the day when the race of vipers will disappear and the golden age can begin. However, it takes each of you to trigger this event. Each person contributes to the resurrection of the new earth through their frequency, their consciousness, and the degree of their realized inner peace. In this sense, it depends above all on you, on each and every one of us. The fifth dimension of being means growth without suffering, knowledge free of pain, and awareness through abundance and joy. Earthly dramas have been lived. The game has been experienced at low frequency levels. Now it is about expanding consciousness and beginning the immediate and luminous creation of reality. The fifth dimension of being is the first level of creation, where you create without delay. They are the guardians of the 5D, who ensure that this process of learning, growth, and awareness takes place in peace. The lightsaber is omnipresent, while fallen angels circulate through their higher planes of existence. Ascension. According to Archangel Michael, in the end, we will experience the process of universal ascension. This ascension phase will take place in the future, but in the higher realms of existence, we have glimpsed this prodigious cosmic event, and we assure you it is magnificently complex and inspiring that is beyond current understanding. At that moment of ascension, there is a decision. Do you want to be in the heart of love and solidarity? Do you want to be on the highest frequency? At the second, all you need to say is yes, and let yourself be flooded by a tidal energy that will sweep the planet. That's why we say everyone is invited. When the sources speak of dominoes, our ascension is the first in a process that will see the entire universe ascend. That doesn't mean that any civilization that replicates our ascension in the future will follow it to the letter, but I'm sure our evolutionary process will be influential. Everything that happens here is of potential interest to the universe. What is happening on planet Earth is a kind of consciousness of the Schumann resonance, and the Universal Encyclopedia. We will be the welcoming committee to a new interdimensional region of space. Whatever the means of measuring and recording, I think the main focus will be on the reaction of us, the inhabitants of the planet. How do we react to the war between light and dark that arose as the frequency lightened? How do we react to each change in the light that is radiated to us to each increasing frequency? Internal Earth. New update from Galactic Commander Valiant Thor. The fight under Geneva is going well. There are no injuries or deaths in my family. The combined evil is being eradicated at a rapid pace, thanks to the inner Earth beings arriving first. They can't go any lower because we are at a depth of 80 miles. There is no entrance to the realm of the inner beings of the Earth. Therefore, the combined evil can only go east and west. There are many branch tunnels that are using, and those tunnels have other branching tunnels. Our mission has become easier now that we focus only on the possible ways they can go, and reconnaissance is what we are doing now at level 10. There are 7 layers of inner beings of the Earth. They are outside beings who came to this planet a million years ago to investigate and decided to stay. They don't interfere with humans, but they are extremely disgusted with what humans are doing to this planet. They would intervene at some point if humans don't start cleaning up this planet. There are 7 layers of different races of beings within the Earth, starting at the depth of 80 miles. They surface from time to time and approach a homeless person and ask if they want to visit them. If the human being accepts at that moment, he is asked if he wants to stay. They hate to see human beings suffer, and that is why they reach out to the homeless and the crushed. This has been true for hundreds of years, with no family, no friends, and no way to get help. If they decide to stay, no one will miss them. Guests can choose to stay and can decide to leave at any time. These inner Earth beings have access to different areas of the planet and can appear on the surface anytime they want. Although there are no entrances or exits for these beings, since they are not necessary, they are all level 10D or higher and can materialize at will wherever they want to go. The beings of the first level of the inner Earth at a depth of 80 miles are the ones who mostly approach human beings to invite them to visit them and stay. I don't know what planets these beings are from, but I know that they came here to visit and decided to stay. Just having that first layer of inner Earth beings is a great help to us, since the combined evil can no longer descend. The beings of the inner Earth are aware of the evil, but they do not interfere since they are safe, secure, and know that my families have everything under control. No humans were found on level 10. Many cloning machines were destroyed. Curious. The annual Perseid meteor shower began on Sunday and will last until the end of August. This year, rain will peak until the night of August 12th and into the early hours of August 13th. Tuesday's the explosion swept a coronal mass ejection. The Tuesday explosion spewed a coronal mass ejection into space, but it will not impact Earth. Instead, the solar wind is directed towards Mars. The July 20th impact could trigger auroras and erode a small amount of the red planet's atmosphere. A scientist says he has evidence that the universe could be a simulation including our own life. University of Portsmouth scientist Melvin Bobson appeals to the second law of dynamics to explain the clues around us that all reality would be a simulation. Breaking news: the dollar falls to its lowest level since May as the yen's rally shakes the markets. The Nasdaq falls 2.9%, its biggest drop in a year and a half. Banks become stronger against attacks by activist funds. The pound gains momentum with political stability in London. The IBEX once again exceeds 11,100 points, encouraged by the banks. Spain and the UK, the favorite stock markets in Europe. Trump increases pressure on the Fed ahead of expected rate cuts. The Fed leaves Basel Z in the air until if Trump returns to the White House. Chip stocks fall due to Trump's comments. Trump is starting to move all types of markets. Stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, and other assets are starting to move due to the probability of a second Trump term. Trump presidency would cost the European stock market 68 billion euros. California first state to receive federal funding for a hydrogen energy center. The US and Saudi Arabia sign an agreement for joint space exploration. Wealth in Turkey grew by 157% despite rising inflation. Turkey will build El, a port that will connect the Persian Gulf with the Mediterranean Sea, a harbor. Slovakia opposes the EU punishing Hungary for Orban's visit to Russia. Americas. Bukele announces the elimination of tariffs on fertilizers and animal feed. The government of Chile does not rule out imposing a state of siege in Santiago after a wave of crimes. Argentina formalizes a regime to regularize undeclared capital. Argentina's minimum wage has lost a third of its purchasing capacity since November. Lessons from Argentina's economic collapse, according to Dave Jefferson. In 2001, Argentina went from being a very rich country with a large middle class to a country where the middle class practically disappeared. It was all due to a controlled public spending. The first lesson is that desperate people do desperate things. Crimes became increasingly common, and a new term was coined: express kidnapping. Middle-class people became taxi drivers without a license. Those looking for opportunities discovered teaching professions. Another fact was food shortages and electricity outages. The debt situation would have been sustainable if market uncertainty had not triggered the crisis. To reduce public debt is necessary to reduce public spending. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.